what's up guys? Today I'll be reviewing the Easter Mater and Easter Lightning McQueen from 2017 exclusive to Toys R Us stores. And don't worry, I'm not gonna pull the same happy Easter joke like I did in my Easter Buggy review several weeks ago. And now if you haven't seen that review, I highly recommend checking it out because in that video I really explained this entire Easter series because believe it or not, up until now, we've never gotten any special Easter releases. I mean, sure, we've gotten regular cars like Mater here released in an egg, but we've never gotten like actual Easter cars from the Easter Buggy book. So of course, as you guys may or may not know, all of the diecast in this Easter series, and there are 4 of them, came directly from this book right here. You can see the Mater, you can see the Mater there. Easter Buggy, I'm sure you guys, if you haven't seen my review, there's the comparison between the diecast and the actual one in the book. Now, I do plan on doing an Easter special this year, and that video I'd like to go into some more details about these diecasts and the book especially. I kind of want to go through the book, maybe even read it to you guys. Not sure if I'll do that, but yes, indeed, these diecasts do come from this book. And just to briefly show you guys where Lightning McQueen comes from, let me find the page here. There are actually 2 versions of McQueen in the book. Here is the paint one, the multicolor one, as I like to call him. You can see there, he got like paint spilled on him. Let's go back to that page. Yep, here we go. He kind of slams into that paint, I guess you could say, shelf there, and it all spills on him, causing him to look like that. So pretty cool there. And then his prior special, I guess you could say, design is when he has just kind of the ears on. Yep, right there. So it basically is just the Hudson Horn Piston Cup Lightning McQueen with the ears on there. And then they have the one here with the paint. So 2 versions. Unfortunately, though, Mattel is only releasing one. I'm actually fine with that because I actually would prefer this one over the just regular McQueen with the ears because it kind of changes it up. And I'm sure people would be able to make a custom of that version of McQueen by just taking this right here and then taking the ears off of the Easter Buggy. I know it sounds kind of brutal, but I think that would be a pretty cool custom. But anyway, let's get into the review of these 2 diecasts. Now you might be wondering, wait a second RC Cars 5, why aren't you reviewing Ramone in this video? And that's a great question, and therefore I need to give you guys a pretty big explanation. So first, quite a while ago, I bought all the Easter cars off eBay from a couple Chinese sellers. You can see there's Ramone, there's the Easter Buggy, here's McQueen, and here's Mater. Now since they all came loose, which means out of the package, I had no idea that when they were actually going to be released in stores, they were going to come with these baskets. As you can see, basket, 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 basket. And so yeah, I made a mistake because I want those baskets loose. I want to check them out. And so therefore, I now have to buy a whole nother set of them in addition to my extra set to keep in the package. And if you guys don't know, that's what I do for all the regular single releases, not multi-packs or anything, but I typically buy one to open and one to keep in the package unless it's something that I already have loose. Like for example, this 2017 Petro Cartolina. I already have one of this guy loose, so I only needed to buy one from 2017 to keep in the package. And that's what I usually do for pretty much everything except for big multi-packs and other things that are insignificant, and that's what I would have done for these Easter cards if I had the baskets loose, and basically if I didn't buy them early from China. And I know it still doesn't answer your question of why I'm not reviewing Ramone. So basically I was able to find 2 of each of McQueen and Mater in the store. And of course, I will be opening these and keeping these in the package. For Ramone and the Easter Buggy, I only found one. And that's because I only found like 1 full case of them. And in a case, there are 2 McQueen, 2 Mater, 1 Ramone, and 1 Easter Buggy. And so I want to get one that's nice to keep in the package. And so I don't want to find one later that's all mangled up and have to keep that one in the package. So you guys you can hopefully understand what I'm trying to say there. But I will review him eventually, and the latest I'll probably review him is actually in the Easter special. So these are the ones we'll be reviewing, and that's enough for all this talk. I know it's probably getting a little boring, but I did want to explain that to you guys so you guys are aware of my reasoning. So now let's check out their packaging. I kind of wish they included an image of the car like right here, because this kind of looks boring to me. You just have the car's logo there, choking hazard because of the basket, Easter tire basket included, Easter Lightning McQueen. I do like this down here though. This name tag's really cool, nice green there. On the back here we actually have a picture from the Easter Buggy book. Mater over here, McQueen over here with their baskets. I really like that. That is very fitting. And the description reads, "The folks at Radiator Springs can't wait for the Easter Buggy to visit and fill their tires with treats. With spring colors and decorations all over town, the friends are revved up and ready to celebrate." And then we can see Mater, Easter Buggy, and Ramone with their baskets on here available as well. And then some nice other things here in addition to that. So very, very cool. I don't know why they include the website, because first of all, the website is not even updated for 2017. And second, I doubt they'd even put the Easter series on the website. So that's pretty much all for these awesome Easter cars. I do want to do a quick comparison between normal singles because they are significantly bigger. As you can see, height-wise, they're a lot bigger, and then also quite a bit wider as well. So I'll be right back with these two opened up, and then we can take a look at them loose and also their baskets as well. So here they are out of the package, looking absolutely amazing. I love the baskets as well. It's a very, very firm plastic. So we'll get to them later, and let's just start here with McQueen. Now, like I said, this is a repaint of the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen. Now, I don't quite understand why they chose to use this McQueen in the book rather than the Team Radiator Springs McQueen, because it does take place after the events of Cars 2, so technically, he would have that Team RS design that has the spoiler that he got in Cars 2, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Maybe he reverted back. We don't really know for sure what exactly happened in between Cars 2 and the upcoming Cars 3, but the expressions are the same. The mouth looks to be a little bit different there. It looks to be completely white instead of having that little red gap in there, but the eyes are identical. You can see the Rusty's logo there as well. We have the lightning bolts. On the side here, we got the red rims with the yellow trim, black Lightyear tires. Of course, the sponsors are Little Turkey Pistons, Revolting, and Mood Springs. The Hudson Hornet Piston Cup logo is all covered up. Same with the 95 for the most part there as well. And then you just have this like splatter of blue, yellow, and pink paints, which look amazing. I really like this McQueen. It kind of makes, I think he might be my second favorite out of these four Easter cars. Of course, the Easter Buggy, he's got to be my favorite, but McQueen here is definitely really cool with these multi-colors. On the back here is actually completely okay. I kind of wish they maybe added a speck or two to the back, just to make it seem a little bit more realistic. But I guess since he backed into it and then it all came down here, I don't know. I feel like it had been a little bit, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't have any on the back. I am just probably talking like a ramble here, but it's okay. Whatever. And now what's actually pretty unique about these two is that for the windows on the regular version, you have plastic inserts for the windows there. Now for the Easter version, it's all metal because of course they couldn't paint on the plastic. So I think that's really, really cool. I'm glad that they did that. I'm sure that's probably the only way that they could do that. I just think that's a pretty cool thing. It makes him pretty heavy. He's quite a bit heavier than the normal version. So that's very, very nice indeed. And here's the base if you're interested. Just some random stamps nothing of our concern. And that's pretty much it for the Easter Lightning McQueen. I think he's awesome. I'm really glad that they chose this McQueen versus the one that was literally just this with the ears. So great job, Mattel, on this. And now let's check out his basket. So you got the tag there that says for Lightning. Great job. And I also like how they added a little bolt to it as well to make it specialized for him. And then you can see a hubcap there. Looks like a spring. Of course, you got the grass down there in the bottom. Some eggs, an oil can possibly. Looks like these are some other oil cans as well. Some special drinks. That kind of looks like it's from Fillmore's, to be honest. That big green oil can there. It's kind of like what he sells. And very, very nice. Pink base, blue polka dots, blue handle, purple ribbon there. So awesome. I love that flower on there as well. See that like blue tulip right there? That is awesome. Just greatly detailed. And now just so you guys know, Mater's basket actually has different stuff in it. You know, some of the items are the same, just like different colors, like that green oil jug there is purple here, along with a couple other things. But you can see just from the front look, it's different stuff. However, for Ramone and the Easter Buggy, the stuff inside is the same for the basket, just different coloring. So you can see there, you got the same stuff. Like, just look at the hubcap. It's turquoise on Ramone's, and it's pink there on McQueen's. And if you just look at the other stuff, it is the same. And we'll go into detail when I review Ramone, and that goes for the Easter Buggy as well. It's a little unfortunate that they did that, but I understand why. I mean, it'd be really expensive to have specialized baskets for everyone that they release. So it's okay. I just wanted to point that out so you guys are fully aware. But great job on the basket, Mattel. I really do like it. It's very firm. It doesn't seem like it would break that easily. So now moving on to Mater, who's probably my least favorite from this Easter series, simply because he's not that different from the original Mater. So here's your original Mater, and the expression is slightly different. The mouth looks to be the same, and the expression there with the eyes is just slightly changed. And on the side here, you can just see that instead of saying Tow Mater, Towing and Salvage Radiator Springs, he now has painted doors that have like a turquoise background with some really cool like polka dot egg designs. And I admit, like I said, it looks cool, but it's just not that different. And I do have to say, though, it kind of makes sense because he's rusty. It probably, you know, for Mater's sake, he doesn't really want to repaint himself like Ramone always does. But maybe an extra accessory would have been cool. And now this is not really a hit on Mattel because, of course, Disney Pixar originally created these designs, and then Mattel did their diecast from those designs in the book, and it looks like Mattel replicated them very well. It's just that I wish Disney Pixar or whoever made these designs added an extra accessory or something to make him stand out a little bit more from the normal Mater over here. But it's okay, it's not a huge deal. And here's the base if you're interested. Not much at all. And now if you guys don't know, the front half of Mater is metal and the back portion is plastic. They've been doing that since like 2008, 2009 with every single Mater except for brand new Mater. Of course, the one that's all turquoise. Now, I have no idea why they're still doing it for him. It's a really good thing because that makes Mater very, very heavy. So you can go out in the store, try to find brand new Mater because he was released in the 2017 Radiator Spring series, and you will indeed get a full metal Mater. Now taking a look at Mater's basket, or as they call it, Easter tire. And I like how they changed up the tag because for McQueen, it said for Lightning, but for Mater, it doesn't just say for Mater, it says Mater's Easter tire. And like I already said, he actually has his own unique basket that's a different mold from the others. Now, yes, they do share some of these similar components like that oil drum in there that is green for McQueen but purple for Mater's, but you do actually have this thing here in the front, this pink thing, that is not on. First of all, that is not on McQueen's. Same thing with that hubcap in the vice versa way there. So just take a look at them. We got some like bolts down there, lug nuts, I don't even know. But very, very nice. Also, the tire design, this is the tire, of course, is different. It's yellow instead of pink, and it has kind of like a stripe with some polka dots instead of like, I don't know, those remind me of footsteps. They're like blue footsteps there, but here's a good look at them side by side. Very nice. I like how it says on Mater's tire there, fill her up. So that is all for my review of Easter McQueen and Easter Mater. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and thank you very much for watching. I will do a review of Easter Ramone and Easter Buggy with the basket in the future. I just need to find extras of them. So if you want these, good luck finding them. They're not like incredibly hard to find, but it is the season, so a lot of people are and will be looking for them. And just so you guys know, here are my backdoor Chinese versions of the two. They're completely identical, so there's no really reason to compare the two of them. I kind of wish I waited on them, but it was very cool to get them early, and I don't really mind having extras because I can always find a use for them in the future. So thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Hopefully sometime this week I'll try to get another video out. See you guys then. Bye now.